welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for October 4th, 2023. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website at whenthecurveslineup.com. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 6:51 a.m. Central Daylight Time, followed by sunset at 6:28 p.m. An annular or ring eclipse, popularized as a ring of fire eclipse, occurs across a large tract in the Western Hemisphere on the 14th. Regions outside the main shadow see a partial solar eclipse. View the eclipse safely without the damaging effects of prolonged exposure of the sun. An eclipse does not cause eye damage, but the interest in looking at the sun is the issue. Normally, we turn away from the brilliant sun when it is in our vision, but the eclipse generates its own interest. Projection methods are the safest ways to view the eclipse. Anything with small holes, such as a straw hat, produces images of a tiny crescent on a white sheet on the ground. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky. On the 10th, Saturn sets as Venus rises. The planet is not as bright as the morning star or Jupiter, and it is easily lost in the haze and blurring effects of the air near the horizon. Venus rises 3 hours, 42 minutes before the sun at Chicago's latitude, and Saturn reaches the horizon 23 minutes later. Without a binocular, Saturn is lost as Venus rises. After the 10th, the ringed wonder, returning to the morning sky with Venus next year, sets before Venus rises. Through a telescope at 4:40 a.m. CDT, Jupiter's great red spot is center stage in the southern hemisphere. Jupiter's moon Io, silhouetted against the planet, is to the lower right of the spot. 1 hour before sunrise, the bright moon, 71% illuminated, is high in the south-southwest, with Taurus, 11.2 degrees to the upper right of Aldebaran, the bull's brightest star, and 6.8 degrees below Elnath, the northern horn. The lunar orb is bright enough to blot out the fainter stars. Block the moon with your hand to see them. A binocular helps to locate the southern horn, Zeta Tauri, the Hyades star cluster, and the Pleiades star cluster. Aldebaran and the Hyades make the bull's head, with Aldebaran marking an eye. The Pleiades ride on the animal's back. Bright Jupiter is 17.1 degrees below the Pleiades, 12.9 degrees to the left of Hammel, Aries' brightest star, and 11.2 degrees to the upper right of Menkar, Cetus Nostral. The Jovian giant is retrograding, slowly moving toward an imaginary line from Hammel to Menkar. At this hour, brilliant Venus is in the eastern sky, near Regulus, Leo's brightest star. The planet is the brightest star-like body in the sky this morning, easily mistaken for an airplane. It is nearly 30 degrees above the east-southeast horizon, 4.9 degrees to the upper right of the star. Venus passes by in 5 mornings. 35 minutes before daybreak, bright Mercury is less than 5 degrees above the east cardinal direction. Use a binocular to find it. The planet continues a retreat into bright sunlight after its best morning appearance of the year. While these articles bade the speedy planet a formal farewell a few mornings ago, Mercury aficionados can continue to track it a few more days before the sky is too bright to see it. In the evening sky, Mars is not visible as it sets about 30 minutes after sunset. An hour after the sun sets, Saturn is nearly 25 degrees above the southeast horizon. At this hour, it is the third brightest star-like body in the sky after Arcturus and Vega. The planet is retrograding in front of Aquarius' distant stars, 10.2 degrees to the upper right of Skate, the Aquarian's leg, and 10.7 degrees to the right of Lambda Aquarii. Use a binocular to see the planet with the stars, although they are outside the field of view that has the planet. Start at Saturn and move the binocular the appropriate directions to see them. Saturn is south about 4 hours after sundown. By tomorrow morning it is low in the west-southwest haze as Venus rises. Bright Jupiter rises 84 minutes after sundown. By 3 hours after nightfall, the Jovian giant is nearly 25 degrees up in the east. As the new calendar day begins, the planet is less than halfway up in the east-southeast. The moon is about 15 degrees up in the east-northeast at this hour. Tomorrow morning, Jupiter is in the west-southwest. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.